Welcome again, Maxim here, and in this video I will introduce you to the topic of Necramechs, how to get them, how and where to use them, and where to get mods for them. Your first contact with Necramechs is in the Heart of Deimos story quest. At the end of it, you will ride a mech for the first time, but do not judge it by its skills or firepower. It will be barely working one. Only when you build your own, you will be driving a machine with its full potential. So how to get them? There are currently two Necramechs in the game, Voidrig and Bonewidow. To find their blueprints, go through this gate. You have to do it in the operator form. There you will be able to check Lloyd's offer, progress in his syndicate, and exchange matrices for standing points. You need rank 2 to buy all Voidrig blueprints, and rank 3 for Bonewidow. We'll get to how farm matrices in a moment. Now let me mention the other requirements to be able to build a Necramech at all. Components for purchased blueprints are damaged Necramech parts that you will get by farming matrices, more on that in a moment, and various resources from open worlds, fish parts and proceeded ores and minerals. So, in order to access the blueprints or items you need, first you need to have specific syndicate ranks. Voidrig requires Necraloyd rank 2, Ostrons rank 2, Solaris United rank 1, and Entrati rank 2. This is where Voidrig differs from Bonewidow. You will get all of its blueprints for completing the Heart of Deimos quest. But to get Bonewidow, you need Necraloyd and Ostrons rank 3, Solaris United rank 1, and Entrati rank 2. If you get the required resources from the Requiem obelisks. They can be activated with an upshot, and you get resources for killing affected enemies with the operator. You can learn more about this in the other video I made about Deimos and Cambion Drift. Link is in the upper right corner of the screen, as well as in the description. Without using obelisks, you need Entrati rank 4. Now let's move on to gaining standing for Necraloyd. You increase it by using Orkim matrices. There are 3 types of them: Orientation, Ballistics, and Animus. They are worth 1000, 2500, and 5000. You can get them in 2 ways. First way, from Sister and Mother bounties in the Isolation Vault. A small matrix is a common reward, medium one is uncommon, and the largest is a rare. But also you can get them from killing Necramechs. These are guardians of the Isolation Vaults, on bounties from Mother. There are 3 bounties, each have other difficulty level. On each, a killed Necramech will drop a specific matrix. On T1, Orientation, on T2, Ballistics, and T3, Animus matrices. You can desecrate a destroyed Necramech with Necros for an additional damaged part or a matrix. Matrices increase your reputation, but they are also required when doing a rank up in Necraloyd. For level 1, you need Orientation matrices, for second Ballistics, and for the third Animus. Except that, on each level, you will need some Void Traces, Father tokens, and 1 specific item from Father's shop. As for Necraloyd's offer, apart from Necramech's blueprints, mech mods and their cosmetics, Lloyd also has Morga and Cortege, 2 Archguns, parts for which can be obtained from Vault's bounties. As for Archguns, when you craft and claim your first Necramech, you will also get a Muzzulon, but you can equip any Archgun for a mission. After building the mech, you will also have an item to summon it on a mission. Place this item in your gear wheel. You can use it on open worlds, on Lua missions, where you can farm Voruna, and on Railjack missions, if you have the appropriate skill for it. Railjack Intrinsics can give you the following Necramech perks. Tactical, rank 5, allows you to summon your Necramech on Railjack mission. This ability is especially useful in Orphex missions, but you can also play them without your own Necramech. With the help of the transference, you can use inactive Necramechs located there. Just jump into them with the operator. But you know, your own with mods and the weapon of your choice will be a much better option. Back to the Intrinsics, Piloting, rank 7. Movement speed increased by 10%. Gunnery, rank 5. Weapon damage increased by 20%. And Engineering, rank 9. Health and shields increased by 25%. I mentioned mods earlier. Necraloyd's shop is just 1 out of 5 of their sources. The next one are Mothers and Daughters bounties on Isolation Vaults. Third source are guarding Necramechs you kill in vaults. Remember to have Necros in your team. Another source is Jugulus Rex. This is the special enemy that can be found in only one spot on the Cambion Drift, under the monster pit in one of the vaults. When you find such room, you will be able to jump down to the very bottom after performing a series of actions. Start by shooting down the red bubble above the pit. Pieces of pulsating tissue will now fall out of the pit. If you manage to pick one and throw it into the hole, you will be able to shoot bubbles again. After destroying them, the tissue throwing phase will start again. You repeat these steps until the giant metal sphere falls into the pit. Then you can go down there. Kill and desecrate Jugulus Rex. You can randomly find this room by simply completing bounties for mother or sister, but if you want to farm Jugulus mods, I recommend visiting these 3 points. Here you will find mother. Go to her and pick a sister bounty. It will immediately give you access to the deepest chambers. Start the bounty, run to the very bottom and check in which 2 vaults it takes place. Bounties are always in 2 vaults. If there is no room you are interested in, go outside and wait for the mission to fail. Go check the second and third point. In each, check both generated vaults for bounties. If there is no monster pit anywhere, you will either need to wait for a new rotation on Deimos, or complete 1 vault bounty, from start to finish, and return to Necralisk. In both cases, when you visit Cambion Drift again, new vaults will be generated when you start bounties. Remember, vaults only change in the new Cambion Drift time rotation, or after completing the full vault bounty and returning to the Necralisk. But mods from Jugulus Rex, as well as few others, are available from Bird 3 offerings on Sanctum Anatomica. You will get to this hub playing Whispers in the Walls story quest. Necramechs themselves are quite unique equipment. They can give you 8000 mastery points. How? Mechs, like Tenet or Kuva weapons, can reach level 40 by placing 5 formas in them. Reach level 30, use forma, then reach level 32. Forma again, reach level 34, and so on. Each forma adds 2 more to the maximum level, up to 40. The mech itself has as many as 12 slots for mods, so all polarities will be useful here. If you would like to know how to gain affinity on Necramechs the most efficient way, check out the video that you can see in the upper right corner of the screen right now. This is a complete guide of gaining affinity on all types of items in Warframe. Chapter about Necramechs contain everything you want to know. The link to the video is also in the description. Let's discuss how the individual Necramechs work. First, some general rules. They can glide if you hold down the aim button while in air, plus they can charge if you use the roll button plus direction. Both of these actions require engine power, the bar of which is in the bottom of the screen. Now let's take a look at how the Voidrig works. The first ability is a container that you can throw. It contains a liquid that slows down enemies. However, before the container hits the ground, it can be shut down. Then it will set the nearby area on fire. The second ability is similar to the Rhino's Iron Skin, a cover that acts like an overguard, giving you a lot of survivability on the battlefield. The third skill scatters landmines around you. The fourth ability deploys 2 powerful cannons. They fire alternatively and deal massive damage, even with simple builds. Voidrig is a walking nuke launcher. On the other hand, Bonewidow is more intended for people who like to deal with opponents directly. Currently, Necramechs can't wield arc melee weapons, so Bonewidow is unique. With first ability, you can grab an enemy. While held, their health is drained. You can also throw them at other enemies. The second skill is shield. You can hide behind it, you can hit with it. The third skill is a beam that, when hitting enemies, suspends them in the air for some time. The last skill is also an exalted weapon, but here it is a huge arc melee. It can be used simultaneously with a shield. Charge at enemies, wreaking havoc. But Necramechs are not indestructible machines. It is good to know how to ensure their survivability on the battlefield. About healing, mechs can be healed with Vazarin. If your health goes down below 20%, some of it can be restored by Necramech repair mod. Also, one of the Vizier Predecide skills can be useful for this. Bonewidow has her own healing skill. Unfortunately, Warframe skills cannot heal mechs directly. But if a Warframe skill somehow produces health orbs, these can be used without any problems. Just like energy orbs. Mechs need quite a lot of energy, and sometimes it is hard to get them on the battlefield. Some Warframe abilities can generate energy orbs under certain conditions. In addition, you can provide energy with Zeneric or Necramech Rage. And that's all in this video. Have fun with Necramechs! If you have any questions, please type them in the comment section or visit one of my streams, link in the description. See you next time, bye!